Dong. Oh, you did have a blue one.
Yeah. The pink one was just on top, so I just grabbed that one.
Yeah, so heteronormative. Switch truck didn't open?
Yeah, but they made us to get
Sorry,
everything.
I didn't mean to.
No, you're totally fine.
I saw the word trunk and I was like, oh, Kim. Ooh.
Yeah, because I sent them a picture of this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Joseph.
Sad. But good fucking riddance, am I right? Okay. What if Alex or Kim was like, I was watching your stream. I know you hated us. Or when she was like, oh, I don't know if y'all hate me, but anywho. And I was like, how could we hate you?
I know.
I was like, I feel like if we did, you would have known by now, probably. But you know, yeah, I was like, how could we hate you, Kim? You're a ray. Not quite of sunshine, but you're definitely a ray of something.
You shine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him. Especially Alex, just cause we were what? Wait. I mean, because Critter Squad, he knew with the ordeal what we went through. He understands that. Let's see.
Oh my god.
What?
Tumble dried dildo.
Ew.
It's flaccid.
It is. But I don't like, I don't know, it looks like a, I don't know.
Someone was like, this is a fetus at 8 weeks. Are you still pro-choice?
It just looks like a shriveled worm almost. And I'm not about it. Oh, sorry. I wonder how we would react to this. Oh, you've probably seen it.
No, I have, yeah.
Yeah. He won't eat it. Oh, he will? Was he not supposed to?
He was not supposed to, but look.
Does he feel bad? Oh no, he didn't eat it. I was a fool.
No, he did. He ate it. And then pulled out another one.
Oh, I'm so dumb. He tricked me. He had me going.
And I was like, wow, good job. He's a nugget snake.
That's so cute.
Hey, Mobile.
Hello.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Beep boop, beep beep boop.
Oh.
What? Oh, that was my fault. My bad.
You're fine. I think that's good.
Okay, cool. Oh, look at my gross Jared Padalecki here. It does. Look up.
It doesn't, though.
It does, though.
You're gonna drunkenly fight somebody?
No. I'm not an asshole. I only look like him in spirit. Ugh, it's so long.
It looks fine.
Look at it. Look at it. Look.
I think it's fine.
Look how long it is.
It's fine.
Oh,
just ponytail
you're just
it up.
saying that. I'm gonna ponytail it up. Yeah.
Just ponytail it.
Oop, sorry.
It's going great. We just came back from brunch and getting some seasonal coffee.
My favorite coffee. This is my favorite drink in the world. My favorite coffee drink in the world. Oh yeah, your shirt.
Thank you. We match.
Love wins. Wait, we do?
Or like, she has a
I was
matching
like-
shirt.
I was like, this is peanuts, sir.
My job. Hey, I'm a person. I was just born one day, and my entire perception of this world is very confusing. Can I have a fulfilling career that makes me feel like I'm actually doing something with my life? No, you can have a 9 to 5 that makes you scream and cry every Sunday night because you don't want to go to work on Monday, or you can have a gig life, so you basically just jump from job to job and you go completely gray by age 27. Okay, I guess I will hate my job if it means I can have a wife and children someday, maybe even property. Oh no, we won't pay you enough to do that. We won't. Like, you won't be able to adopt a child with the amount of money we give you, and you won't be able to dig your way out of the student debt that crushed you on purpose because the boomers ruined everything. Okay, then I am really depressed. I want to commit undue. Okay, well, if you say that too loud, we will literally put you in a facility and bill you $100,000. Okay, then I guess I'm fine then. Great, I'm glad you're fine. That will be $800. I'm sad again. No, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Hey, I'm a person.
Don't be homeless. Buy a
Accurate.
house. Yeah, it really is.
Don't be sad. There's people out there that have it worse than you.
Oh, how many times have we heard that one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good job, Mobile.
Oh, hey. Congratulations.
Good luck in the second round.
Yeah, when is that? When is the second round?
Sorry, making strange noises. Okay, it's gonna be like this, guys. It's gonna be like this, folks. Temperamental hair.
This looks fine.
Look at it.
It looks fine.
Look at it. Ew. Please
What if I just ate it?
Then I'm like, well, I guess that's one way to get short hair.
Just gonna
Like 2 weeks. That's soon.
suck all the hair out of your scalp like spaghetti.
Please don't do that. Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. Ooh, well, good luck with that. I'm getting ready for that.
What the fuck?
Adrian showed me this one time. It's like oddly corny, but it's from like a Russian cartoon thing. King's like,
That literally looks like
it's just
that.
the music is not good either.
Yeah, the music isn't good, but like
I don't know if it sounds good in Russia, but
yeah. So I don't know. I don't want to judge them, but this is what the fucking king looks like.
Oh yeah, the guy from I know you're showing.
Yes. What the fuck? That's literally him.
It's Russia was like
Russia was like,
put him in the movie. Yeah, I don't know what the movie is called. It's like based off, like King Midas maybe or something like that.
Apparently it's based off Zelda CDI.
Yeah, I just hate like it's so like oddly horny, but not in like a horny way, in like a really disturbing way. The king gets into it.
She's dead. She killed herself.
Yeah, and the music is just not very good. It's Russian, right? It sounds really Russian.
No idea.
Maybe it's Czech. I don't know. It is a cursed cartoon, though. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh, it's from Russian animated movie Dobrynya Nikitik and Dragon Gorinich.
I hate it. I don't like it.
What the fuck?
I don't like the way the characters just look scary anyways, and
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one. There's just so much to unpack here.
Someone said, Jesus Christ, look at the air on the blue one. Leaped!
A pole, that's why.
Yeah, honestly. She's
Yeah.
aerodynamic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we got 27% and the conservative got 33%. Wow. So not a big difference or huge. Not a very huge
6%.
way off. I guess right now maybe, but you can bridge that in 2 weeks maybe? I don't know.
6%?
Could you? I don't know.
Oh, 2 weeks
Oh.
maybe. But 6 weeks is a pretty hefty lead, I think.
Yeah.
But that was the first round. I think second round is probably going to be, like,
Mm-hmm.
Starting from 0.
Yeah. Right. I see. I want those little cups. I don't know. Wait, are they green screen? A little bit.
Not really.
A little bit? I don't know. They look like... Why does it look see-through in some parts?
Are those green?
Am I losing it?
Those are
They're
like lightly green, yeah.
Anyways, their cups are very cute. They did something right.
Social Democrats dropped out now. So that's even better. Because they were the one that was closest to you.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thing. I think that's a good lead.
Oh, I named this stream, Innovative... something.
Does it say?
I think it does.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for it.
No, I'm trying to find it too. There you go. Innovative devices. Because I recently remembered something that I wanted to bring up because I thought you would hate it. And I thought that would be a fun little discussion. But...
Is this the discharge?
No.
Okay,
This
good.
is something else.
I'm going to be so mad.
No. This is something else entirely. But it does have to do with...
Vagina.
No. It does have to do with, like, it is, like, a kind of, like, you know, discharge, but it's common. It's about pee.
Okay.
So, hear me out.
Okay.
You know how when you pour water into things, and then you, like, elevate it or put it down closer to, like, the surface that changes the noise of the pour?
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, theoretically, could you also not determine the length of somebody's dick by the sound of their pee hitting the water? Because...
maybe.
Yeah, because, I mean, like... If it's higher or lower, you know, obviously it's going to change the noise.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I guess like a flaccid penis has a little more reach. Right?
The flaccid penis would be further away.
Bigger. If it's bigger flaccid, you mean, or?
Well, no, I mean, like, because, you know, not everybody is the same, like, flaccid size, like, dick.
Right.
And so if... You know, assuming that everybody...
So you have to be hard to measure it accurately?
I think you would just need to, you know, gather up a bunch of different people who would be willing to pee and record the sounds of them peeing. And just make sure that they have, you know, differently sized penises when they're flaccid. Because I feel like...
yeah, right. That's what I was saying. I was like, can you even pee when you have a boner?
Yeah, you can. Not like a full boner, but like you can be like hard and still pee.
Huh.
I want to find out?
No.
But okay, yeah, I mean, like there's also some times where like I don't know, if you hold your pee for too long, then when you actually go pee, then it's like it's calling to you.
I know, it's like just sucked in. But it hurts, right? Yeah, it's painful.
It doesn't like hurt. It's not like actual pain. It's just uncomfortable.
Okay. I don't know. But I think you're onto something. I think you could.
Yeah.
If you're at a urinal and you're like listening, I don't know if that counts though because there's no water, I guess, to measure. Would that?
It would have to be. It would have to be a toilet bowl.
Oh.
And like. Okay, so let's see. If we assume
shifting into where's your pipe? A little philosopher.
Yeah, shifting into
a little pipe.
into physics contemplation.
Yeah.
So if we assume that every toilet bowl in the world is the same height as like every other toilet.
Right.
So let's say it's like what? Like what would you say this is? Like 2 feet? A foot maybe?
Yeah, like a foot and a half maybe.
Foot and a half. So let's say the bowl is a foot and a half off the ground, and there's like a difference between the lip of the bowl and like 6 inches to the surface of the water.
Right.
So like the water is always 1.25 feet off the ground.
1.25 feet, right.
And then we assume that everybody is peeing also from a uniform height. So we'll say 2 feet.
Okay. So I guess...
metric system.
I know.
Oops.
How do we standardize it, though? We have to standardize people's heights, right?
So I think we would have to standardize
stool.
them. Yeah, standardize them either by accounting. Okay, so if they're too tall, then we can lower the toilet bowl a little bit.
Okay.
Just to kind of like account for like the extra height that there is. Or raise it up even. But I think the point is that we want, if the water is 1 foot 3 inches above the ground.
Oh, the water itself.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then we want them to pee from 2 feet, then that's a 9-inch difference.
Right.
So what we want is 9 inches always from the tip of the penis to the surface of the water.
Okay.
So I think, okay, so let's...
Oh, wait, so we have to control the tip of the penis too? The standardize that as well?
Tip of the...
that's what you were measuring.
So tip of the penis is... Oh,
that's what you were measuring
right.
to get the sound.
Shoot.
Also, I was going to say, you could technically try this out with, just get little, tube, like plastic tubings, and then just cut them different sizes, and then just see. I don't know.
It's gotta be pee.
Okay.
I need to deal with urine.
You could pour some apple juice through. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay, so... Ooh, okay, so we have to, I guess, assume that everyone is also a uniform height and just has different penis sizes.
That's what you need to look for, I think, first.
Yes. So...
Yeah. So I think... Yeah, as long as you can use stool for people that are shorter, and then chop off the... take a little axe and chop off the tall people. No. Stoop. Yeah. Or make the toilet bowl higher for taller people.
Make them squat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that could work.
It could. But then... So I think usually the higher you pour, the higher the noise is. Right?
I think so. Let me think. I need to find that video with the T-spouts, remember? The laminar flow? I'll find it again. But
that one is just different pots. They don't really, like, change the height at all.
Oh, I thought he, like, pours, like...
Oh, maybe.
Starting, and then maybe we can, like, hear the change. But I think it's probably louder the farther away you are, right? Is that what you said?
Does the pitch change?
Maybe a little bit?
No, I think the pitch only changes as the water level inside changes. So... Louder the higher.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. So higher would
So
be
you would measure, like, by decibels, probably.
So people with bigger, I guess, or who are more heavily endowed would be more quiet, I guess. Yeah.
Because it's, like, sliding in.
Yeah.
So...
It's like there's less splash.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like the Diver's 10.
Yeah.
So, okay, then if we're measuring decibels by distance, then we could probably take the sound of it at, like, you know, basically point blank range, where the tip is touching the water, right?
Okay.
And then that would be, like, our control, which would be 0, and then we could take one at, like, the highest. So let's say, like, somebody is, like, I don't know, fucking... the maximum, like, 2 feet away. So... all dicks are at the same height because you don't face down while peeing, but forward.
Right. But the way how far away the dick is from the water will vary from size to size. Yeah,
and I think that's the main point, because if we make people erect too, then it's gonna, like...
How are we gonna do that? Oh, starts blushing.
I feel like there's, like, more propulsion if, like, somebody is, like, erect. Like, it just kind of sounds louder.
It would probably be louder.
So
it'd be like, dude, watch how hard I can pee.
Yeah. So we would just a faceless disappointment.
He's like, okay. Yeah.
So I think definitely what we would want is just flaccid across the board. Different people with different flaccid sizes. So
Right.
then we would take the decibels at 0, at
Right.
2 feet, which is the max,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe 1 foot above the water. Or
Well, we can't control how far they
Yeah.
are above the water. That's because your control is the height,
So
like, all
0,
same
yeah,
height.
0 would be where the water is.
and then your
9
measurable-
inches is what we're looking for because the penis height is 2 feet
Mhm.
and the
Right.
water is 1 foot 3 inch off the ground.
Right.
So there's that 9 inches. So we measure one at 0 point blank range, which should probably be like 0 decibels, just like completely silent. And then
Their penis is in the water.
what are you doing? Shut up! I'm doing an experiment.
Yeah.
And then the furthest away would be somebody whose penis is 9 inches away
right.
from the water.
Right. Yes.
So you would do 0 and then 9 and then maybe 1 at like 4.5 feet just to kind of get like a middle ground.
Right. Right.
And then you can probably figure out what like the decibel growth
Mhm.
looks like.
I think it could work.
I think this would definitely work.
Who would be willing to participate?
Yeah. But you would also need like different buckets for like different like, people. Like everybody would need everyone would need like their own individual toilet because if everyone's peeing into the same toilet, then the water level changes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it has to be different.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get your grant right now. Get some funding.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
UC Irvine, I'm coming back.
It's like I got it, guys. Measuring penis size. And they're like, oh god, sign 'em
Purely
up.
by sound, yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, sign 'em up. Yeah, it's interesting. I think it could work. You just have to really like control. It has to be like a really controlled experiment, you know?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think oh, damn. I don't know if different people pee with different force.
Oh, maybe. How do you control the force too?
If you
People-
like flex your abs, like you pee harder,
Yeah, right.
but like I don't know if people kind of just like do that already innately.
That's what I was saying. If you could build like a machine where you can change like the tubing to like mimic a flaccid penis, that might, could be ideal. So you wouldn't have to worry about
Just
stuff
like
like that.
I think just like a normal like flexible plastic tube would work.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you just pour water through it or if you can use a pump and you can control the
Probably
pressure.
just pouring water because then I think that becomes more like uniform.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I don't know.
Apparently Europe doesn't use toilets with water.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we still use in California of all places where you use so much water here. In
We're in a
Montana-
drought. I wonder why.
In Montana, they don't have water in their toilet.
In Montana, they don't even got no toilets.
I
They
was,
shit in the farm.
I like that one post that's like, oh, guys, like I do not want to have to keep saying this. Use your fucking like blinkers when you turn. And someone's like, I'm from Montana. I don't get what this means. And someone's like, show it to your horse. He'll take it from there.
How do they not have cars in Montana?
They do. I think it's just because he was just joking. Like, I'm from Montana. I don't understand. Something stupid like that.
Yeah. I'm from Montana. I don't have a single fucking brain cell.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know if we'll go to Montana, but
That'd be
it's just
nice.
so pretty there. But I worry you wouldn't like it because.
I don't leave the house. I don't care.
But I would want you to want to leave the house,
Well, I
once
don't
in a
even
while.
leave the fucking house here. I live here.
You do. We just went out.
I only go out with you. What the fuck do
You
you,
know
think
what
I
I mean.
What do you think I do when?
We go bike riding and stuff and walks
Well, yeah,
here.
but
Or you
it's
walk to
literally just
the
around.
Places here. Five Guys.
That's it.
I mean, I wouldn't want that to decrease because we move somewhere colder or
I'll
more
find.
rural.
I'll find some.
I just feel bad. I feel bad.
Let's see. So if you're gonna run this experiment for me, then of course, gotta credit me, gotta credit us. We're
Yeah,
providing
thank
you.
you.
We're providing you with the basis of your experiment. You don't even need like a toilet room. You just need a room full of toilets.
But But then if you have a room that doesn't already have toilets in them, how are you going to put them in there?
Fucking install them.
Oh, you could get those kid ones. You know, little kid pans?
Do those have water in them?
You could put water in them and then put them on stools. You know, for people, for shorter people, shorter stool, taller people, taller stool. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Maybe that would standardize it.
Yeah, you could do that. You could also just literally probably have buckets of water. Because it's not like you're gonna be flushing them.
Right.
You know, we're just measuring
So
like the
gross.
decibel.
Yeah.
So
that would work. You don't even need toilets technically. Just a bucket of water.
Okay, how would you propose the question for this then? Like, what is the research statement?
Can male endowment be measured by decibels? I don't know.
Using
water contraption. This is my thesis. I will defend it.
Yeah, honestly.
Give him his PhD.
Let's see. Using decibel change. Delta decibel. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah. Something super scientific.
Yeah, using the change in decibels to determine the length of a male
endowment
of male genitalia.
Yeah.
But then
I feel
that's a little transphobic.
That's a little transphobic.
Of penile length.
Penis endowment. Because you're endowed with a penis, but how big is it? I don't know. That could extend to anyone. I don't know. Disclaimer, we are not transphobic. We just didn't know how else to word this.
Yeah, but, I feel like does this have any practical application?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
When we first started dating, I heard you go to the bathroom in Marugame, and I was like, whoa, there's like no sound.
They were like, ma'am, what are you doing? You're like, shh.
And they're like, but it's quiet. And I'm like, exactly. I know.
I think he's done. No.
I know. And they're like, oh shit. And then everyone's just gathering around the door.
I like open the door. I'm like,
I didn't go pee.
I'm taking a shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're, the practical applications of it. What else? Could it apply to anything else? I have no idea. Like, if you think about it, like the teapots, maybe, like, it could apply to something like that. Like, but where else are you pouring water?
Because the thought that just popped in my head was like, maybe we could use it to determine, like, the distance of a waterfall, but...
Yeah, it's kind of, waterfalls are kind of harder since they're
a lot more forceful,
really,
too.
and also variables like height, rocks, what kind of, like, is the water heavily oxygenated? Does it have a lot of stuff in it, you know?
Are there any, like, rocks and, like, trees and shit along the way?
Yeah, or is there, like, a lot of, like, debris in it, like, leaves and shit in there?
How big the mouth is at the top?
Yeah, and what's it crashing on the bottom? Is it just more water, or is it, like, small rocks? Is it huge rocks? Is it boulders?
I mean, the height and the water at the bottom would be fine because that's, like, ultimately, like, what, it would kind of mirror the conditions of, like, the experiment in the first place because we've got the water in the toilet bowl and also, like, height is what we're looking for between 0 and 9 inches. So I feel like that would be fine, but, like, I think a waterfall would be, like, too much, but...
We want to improve teapot spouts.
We wanted to find, I guess, like, the perfect...
penis.
Here it is.
You already have
stop.
it. You do.
Stop.
I'm putting it out there in public.
No.
I'm going to say it. It's enormous, guys.
There are no lies on this stream. No lying.
That's not a lie.
Maybe we could say that we are attempting to find the perfect decibel volume for optimal tea pour in a Zen environment.
They're like, why do you need a penis? Quiet. Shh. I'm not gonna.
Understand. You'll see. Don't touch me.
Stop. Okay, we'll give you the grant.
Why are your hands wet?
Oh! Who's to say I didn't try it already? Yeah. Furbeats are great. Okay. No need to be rude on this stream. I'm kidding. I respect. I have moved past my worry, concern. I'm bridging the gap between Furby lovers and haters. I respect your decision to hate
You have not bridged it.
I have. I connected the dots.
And you didn't connect shit.
I'm watching a lot of. I got to the alien abduction one where they talked about Travis Walt. It was a little different than.
Oh, they talked about it?
Yeah, it was a little bit different. It was like 3 very famous cases. And it was Travis Walt, right? It was the guy.
I think so. That sounds right.
It was a little bit different because I was like,
I don't know.
Not
I
to blame
might have
you.
just been wrong.
Not to say like, oh my god, you
I don't have a
totally
memory.
butchered. You
I probably did. Honestly,
no, you didn't. It was just I thought they straight up left him behind. They drove and they stopped and left him behind. But I guess they were working. They were part of like a lumber company.
Yeah.
Right.
When I was looking back on it, I was like, oh fuck. Whoa,
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then when like the light came, everyone kind of like booked it, right? But then they realized like
They were like, oh,
they were
fuck,
like, oh
where is he?
shit. Did anyone
But I think
see
he got
him?
like knocked out or something.
Maybe I don't. I just watched it, but I don't remember. But I know
I think when like
he walked towards it and
Yeah.
he touched it, and then a light
Yeah.
happened, and that's when everyone was like,
What?
"Oh, let's leave."
Yeah, because I think what it was like, he says that like he saw the light and then like walked towards it and then like just doesn't remember anything.
Mhm.
And I think he like passed out or something.
I think so. And then he woke up on
Yeah.
a ship.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, I was like, okay, this really makes. At first, I was like strong believer, but this really made me question his credibility because he was like, I saw like a human looking or human passing woman or feminine being on the ship. She was the epitome of her gender, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it
And
like
I was like, what does that mean?
the strange thing about like all these kinds of like alien experiences and
Mhm.
stuff is that somehow like always they are for whatever reason like vaguely humanoid.
Right.
And it like just like that's the thing that always kind of like casts a little bit of doubt on it for me because it's like, okay, like they're fucking aliens.
Yeah.
They're not gonna look like us. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they look like humans with big eyes. I'm like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're aliens.
Yeah. I mean, you never know if it's like a skin suit deal. But it's
True.
just like the way he was describing it, he was like, she was so hot, I was simping. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Travis
But
Walt.
yeah, like a lot of
Like,
the other stuff too
Why
was.
would she be hot? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Stop being.
I'm
no
hot-
horny punk.
Hot phobic. No kidding.
But yeah, it's like that one is because a lot of the other stuff that he describes is like
Everything else sounded okay.
Yeah,
It was just like that
everything
part
else
was
like,
like, why is he simping for this alien lady?
I mean, would you also not want a fucking alien?
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect her to look like a, like epitome of her gender. No
Yeah.
blemishes, perfect breasts, all that, I'm like,
Let me
I don't think...
your alien titty.
We're like the Vine. We made first contact. Okay, so they have titties? What? Do the aliens have titties?
Important questions.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, that would be the last thing I would expect,
Yeah.
maybe they're human passing face-wise,
But like, I don't think they
body-wise?
would like try to
But I
be
don't
like
think they'd
beautiful
be-
or anything.
Yeah, like, would they understand, like, our it varies around the world, even.
Yeah, but
So-
it's also interesting to consider that like maybe it was like one of those things that's just like an ethereal beauty that like we could not like perceive.
Maybe that's what he meant. but
Maybe.
it sounded like he was simping, and
He's probably something.
and Shane was like, "What a fucking like idiot!
Creep.
What?" Yeah, he was like, "That sounds so creepy. I would not. What the hell?" Yeah. So I was like, "I'm with Shane on this one. That is
Yeah,
weird."
it's a
that he
little
was saying
weird.
he was horny for this alien lady.
But speaking of aliens, I heard another one
Yeah.
recently from Brazil.
Sorry, not to derail from the Dick Size by Sound project.
Oh no, the Dick Size by Sound project is
Is it fleshed out? Did we
it's
got
fleshed
it?
out.
We got it? Any
we've
other
we've
questions?
we've laid it out. We've come up with potential practical applications and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to pursue this as your senior project in university,
Yeah.
feel free. They're gonna be like, this
We're
is
not gonna do that.
yeah. They're like, this is wholly not your major, and you gotta slam the papers on the desk and demand that they listen.
You have to say, I'm sorry, but I'm literally, I don't know what I was gonna go with. I'm literally gonna die if you don't let me do this.
Just start peeing in a cup in front of them, and then they're gonna be
No.
like, whoa, he's right. The sound's changing. What the fuck?
And then they'll be like, yes. Got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
Okay, So
Alien story.
in Brazil, yeah. So this one was like just a huge string of incidents in the span of like a few, like I think tops like a week or something. With like some like extraneous events like that happened like a month or so after. But it's one of like, do you know what Roswell is? Yeah. So
that's where Iron Giant was, fictionally set to take place.
Yeah. So the like town / like area that this like incident took place in is now known as Brazil's Roswell.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
So it was very interesting. It was like a lot of like at one point, people saw like a spaceship like crash land. They were like, what the fuck? And they went over there to like find just a meteorite and stuff.
Yeah.
But when they got there, military police and stuff were already there. And witnesses say that they got there, saw the UFO like having crashed. And then they saw an alien crawling out of the wreckage and the police shot it. And then,
no one took a picture?
No.
Or anything?
And then put it in a bag.
Before
and then,
smartphones.
Well, the weird thing about it is, and like this could be like debated a little bit, is that like it wasn't just like a few people who were like, oh my god, we saw this thing. It was like across like that whole like area, there were like a bunch of different witnesses and a bunch of different events. So it won't like they like some firefighters who were responding to like a different event were in the woods, and they said that they saw something that looked like the alien that crawled out of the UFO. And so they just because the police were just fucking shooting them.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I know, honestly. But like,
it's like E.T. Oh, sorry, movie made me sad when I was a kid.
I don't remember. All I remember is scrotum breath, and that's it. That's my ET experience.
Because like he gets there, and he's like, they're benevolent little aliens. They just want to study plants, and then of course, secret Men in Black, Secret Service guys with guns were like, get it, and he's just a little baby. I don't know.
Yeah. But also like one of the points that I was building up to is that when like other nations found out about like all this alien shit that was happening, the US reached out to Brazil and was like, hey, just so you remember, we signed an agreement forever ago that said that if you ever find anything alien or like extraterrestrial at all, it immediately becomes our property. And so they barreled into Brazil and just took all that stuff away. And
they stay colonizing even aliens.
Yeah, the high key.
Yeah.
And the weird thing too was there was one that was found, and they took it to a farm first to like confer with a biologist that was on the farm.
Right.
And the biologist wasn't there at that time, and the firefighters that brought the alien there were like, hey, is this person here? And then the other people were like, no, but if you want, you can just like leave it here, and then when she gets back, like she'll take a look at it. And they were like, no, and they just like took it and left. And so like when she came back later, like her coworkers were obviously like, hey, this weird thing happened. And she like, that's her like only experience with that, because they never came back like to see her again. And they took it to a different doctor, and that doctor is like still stands by it to this day that he performed surgery on it.
Oh man, I wish we just had like evidence that we could see, like pictures or something.
Yeah, I mean there might be, honestly.
Without it knowing it's not doctored, or like not edited.
And there was one incident, the few extraneous events that happened like a month later. A lot, if not all, of the animals on the farm where they brought the alien in the first place died. Yeah, and they were like, "What?" They were like, "What's going on?" And so, like, they, did like autopsies or whatever on like the animals, and they were just checking them out. Unidentified toxins, just like all over them, and it had just killed them.
Weird. It's always the farm animals to go
and they said something about like their organs were black. Yeah,
oh,
so
Lord.
it was like really bizarre. But then another thing was that I think he was like a military police guy or something, but they were like in like a caravan or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Good night, mobile. And no, we're not always going to be streaming so late. Today was a specific thing. We ran into some issues in the morning, which caused us to go out late, which caused us to get back late.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks for coming in. We'll be back to a normal time probably next week. Or 2 weeks from now, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be tired, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I
we'll
might
see.
be tired.
Yeah. We're gonna play next week by ear because Saturday I'm not gonna be streaming because we'll be out of town and we'll probably be getting back late on either Saturday night or Sunday morning.
Right,
So
right.
it's gonna be a little bit rough for us. So Sunday we might not be doing anything.
Yeah. We'll see.
But good night, Mobile. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah.
Sorry for.
You're fine. But yeah, so there was like this military police guy who was in like a caravan. I don't know if that's what it's fucking called. I forgot what the word
Might
was.
be caravan.
It was just like a bunch of like cars and shit.
Oh wait, the convoy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a convoy. And so yeah, Mobile. I game Saturday and Monday. And then Sunday is with my queen.
Yeah. You'll be here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Yeah. 6 o'clock.
Well, if Mobile's going to bed now, then
Yeah.
6 p.m. is probably going to be way too late for him.
Oh yeah, never mind. You're right. What time is it?
Saturdays I stream at the same time as the podcast. So like
Might be
12,
better.
yeah.
But not next week though.
Not next week.
Yeah. Maybe you could do something on Friday.
Probably not because I'll be working.
Oh right, but if you get off early.
Nah, because I'm going straight to my parents' house. If you want to join my Discord, if you're not already there, just go ahead and click that link and it should take you in.
Cool.
Tomorrow I start at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m.
Until whenever.
yeah, probably like a few hours because I think I'm going to try and finish a game. And then Saturday not streaming, Sunday maybe, and then Monday would be you might be able to tune in for the end because I don't know how long tomorrow's going to take.
Yeah.
So, just pop into that Discord if you have it and, just we'll see. And you're always welcome to just pop in and see if I'm there too.
Yeah. Cool.
Yee.
Yee.
Not on Tuesday.
Monday.
Yeah, tomorrow, Monday.
Tomorrow, Monday. Yeah.
God, what if today was...
Because I was like, are you in Monday already? Wait.
It might be, actually.
Almost. So you're going to sleep. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
No.
It's waking up at 9.
Maybe like midnight or something.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Well, anywho. Oh, you're Tuesday. Yeah. So it would be
Yeah,
Tuesday.
because Europe, I
already.
think, is a day ahead.
That's so crazy to think about. I know I'm an adult, but I have no concept of time.
Time isn't real. It's fine.
Yeah, like in Interstellar, time is just relative.
Exactly. But yeah, so this military police guy in the convoy.
Yeah.
They're driving. And all of a sudden, like, one of those aliens jumps out in front of his car.
Wow.
And so they slam on the brakes and everything. He gets out. He takes a look. And at first they think it's like a fucking deer or something. But he walks out and
Not
he sees that it's
deer.
one of these, like, aliens.
Yeah.
And then he literally just grabs it with his bare hands. Like, doesn't even think. Just grabs it with his bare hands.
You!
Yeah. And then they, like, just, like, stick it in a fucking, like, bag or a box or whatever. And then
Wasn't afraid
cart it
of-
off.
I mean, I would think from our, like, past alien horror movies, you wouldn't want to do that.
A month later, he died.
Yeah.
From the
you
same
go.
thing as the farm animals, unidentified toxins.
Yeah.
So whatever, like, these aliens had touched or whatever had touched these aliens died.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't trust like that. Because even if they're not, like, big monsters with teeth on them, you just don't know where the fuck they came from.
Yeah.
It's like Andromeda Strain, where
Yeah.
it wasn't even, like, a creepy, scary alien. It was literally just, like, a bacteria that just annihilated an entire town. Except for the old guy and the baby. Because they had breathing problems. That's how we're gonna fight COVID, guys.
Just don't breathe.
Have a breathing problem. Yeah.
You're safe.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I'm like, as a biologist, if any like weird shit like that happens to me, I'd be like, I love Iron Giant. I've always like dreamed about being saved by an interstellar giant robot. But if it's not a robot, even if it was a robot, I still probably would have been like, I don't know where that shit's been. I could die very easily. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the black-eyed kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like they just show up, right?
They
In, like,
they just show up at your
places.
door and they're like kids and they've just got like black eyes
Yeah,
and they
and
like
you're
always
not
ask to be let in.
Yeah, you're not supposed to answer.
You're just not supposed to like let them in.
Right.
But all the people that like have had like experiences with like black-eyed kids and stuff and reported them.
Black-eyed peas. No.
Yeah, honestly,
It's
Will I
Black-eyed
Am.
Peas.
I saw Will I Am and I got cancer.
Is that Fergie?
But yeah, they all like came out like heavily irradiated.
That's so weird.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I feel like
Could be alien.
there's the things that we don't know about, like robots or aliens or
Frightening.
like black-eyed kids or whatever. I think there's just like a level to them that like
Supernatural for
yeah,
sure.
we just can't like really comprehend like what's going on. But it seems like they've, you know, with the aliens in Brazil, where like people just died after touching them, the black-eyed kids that irradiated people, aliens that have also like irradiated people and
Yeah.
stuff, like just like the wherever like, you know, they landed and stuff, there's like really heavy like magnetism changes,
Yeah.
just that kind of stuff. And it's like they all seem to exude this like weird like aura that I think humans probably just cannot perceive.
Yeah. I don't know. Either you can't perceive, or when you do, you just die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the biblical angels.
Yeah. Do not
be afraid.
Like in Interstellar, when TARDIS came out, and he's like, "Don't be afraid," and then Murphy was like, "I'm gonna fucking die here." Oh, I love TARS. I don't know where I want the tattoo to be, but somewhere.
Would you just want it to say TARS, or are you gonna get like the?
I'm gonna
whole
get the TARS
piece?
in case, just a little, you know, because it's really easy. They're just little boxes with their names
With
and
their
their little
little
screen.
legs out.
Yeah, but I just don't know where I'd want to get that. I thought maybe like somewhere here where they could be next to each other would be kind of cute, but they'd be small.
Oh, I was gonna say one on each shoulder, but you already like.
Yeah, unless I do this one. Yeah.
Get them on a titty.
That'd be painful, I think. Well,
The chest kind of hurts a little bit,
'cause
but it's not.
I'm
It's like the closer
sensitive,
that
but-
you get to your sternum.
oh, right,
But,
because the bone.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know.
Do your titties hurt easily?
They're sensitive.
So maybe.
As you know, but that's like in the nipple area. So
You
I don't know.
might be okay then.
Might be okay. They're not like super. I feel like if your boobs are bigger, they probably would hurt less, maybe, because
More fat,
more like fat, more cushion. So maybe like having smaller boobs might be
maybe.
an issue. But I don't know. I feel like I got a little heft.
I feel like
a little tiny bit of heft.
I feel like boobs also is maybe just not like a great place to get a
yeah.
tattoo.
I was gonna say yeah.
Just because like, you know, if they grow, if they shrink, I don't know like
Yeah.
how like common like a boob weight fluctuates.
Well, when you get pregnant.
Yeah,
what-
that too.
If you
And
plan
so
on getting pregnant.
you wouldn't want to like distend it at all and make it look weird. So maybe the back.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe. Yeah. Because
little
I don't know. I was like maybe
Tarzan
side
case
boob.
tramp stamp.
Babe, I'm ready for sex. You're like, what the fuck?
It's a Tarzan case. What the fuck?
They're waiting for you.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, maybe side boob, because I feel like that's where most of my boob meat is. Boob meat? I don't know. Because I feel like if you were really flat-chested, it would be really painful, because, I don't know, does that make sense?
Well, if you're really, I don't know. Maybe I just have titty meat too.
I mean,
But
because pecs, you have muscles anyways,
I
so.
don't know. when I got mine over here, it wasn't that bad. It was like about as bad as like the ones on my.
Yeah, so maybe it doesn't
shoulders.
matter. Okay.
So maybe I don't know.
I don't know. Because I was going to say, never mind, because I was going to, for a second, I was thinking of my ex, who, you know, very, very small chest, you know, but she had, that was her nipples, so that's totally different, I think. But I think the pecs should be enough to cushion, maybe. So maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I don't know. But I'm not going to find out.
I think a good rule of thumb is like the less.
Less muscle.
Hi Eve.
Oh, we're talking about titty tattoos. Or where a tattoo would be less painful.
We've talked about a lot of things already, actually, in 50
In
minutes.
50 minutes.
We talked about the ability to
God.
measure the length of somebody's penis by how loud the sound is when their urine hits the water. We also talked about aliens, and now we're talking about tattoos.
Yeah. Where
But-
it's least painful. But, going back to aliens, I forgot to ask, did you know about that case in New York? Where the woman was abducted and pulled from her window, and multiple people saw. 23 people, 23 witnesses.
A lady was pulled from her window?
It was like she was in a beam, a tractor beam. And there was a...
From her
From
window?
her window. She was okay, this is how it started. I don't remember her name, but it was on the BuzzFeed Supernatural episode where I guess she was like in bed with her husband and she kind of wakes up and there's 3 humanoid beings like standing around the bed, but she can't move and she can't talk, and they like telepathically or somehow like give her the energy or feeling to say like,
"You're coming with me, bitch."
Yeah, like don't move, don't scream, like don't do anything. And so, you know, she couldn't.
Do not be afraid.
Yeah, basically. And so they she doesn't remember like how she got from that to being pulled from the tractor under the tractor beam. But yeah, she was just remember like being kind of pulled through her window under a beam, and then kind of temporarily it was the beam under like the spacecraft, right?
And 23 people saw this.
And 23 people saw it. It was a really
Has this been
weird...
like debunked at all?
No, not yet. I mean, there were like a few cases where they were like where I guess the actual person herself, she was like, if this was like hallucination, like I think it's weirder that everyone else hallucinated. It'd be weirder for that to happen than it'd be aliens, because it's kind of, it's so there was
if 23 people saw it outside of her room,
they saw her for like floating for a little bit before I guess she disappeared or was taken into the ship.
There's no reason for 23 people, presumably most of which are strangers.
Oh yeah.
Like, to all have a group hallucination.
Yeah. 2 of those people, it was a cop, and I think, or he was not on the job. He was like with his girlfriend or wife, and they were sitting under the Brooklyn Bridge or something like that. And that's when they saw her, and he felt so bad. He had like a melt. He had like they both had like a little like what the fuck kind of moment, but it hit him harder because he was like, I should have protected her. And
what the fuck are you gonna do?
I know. Yeah. What the fuck was he gonna do? But I guess like feeling bad he did nothing, he would stay like outside her window for like the next 2 weeks every night, making sure it didn't happen again. That's how like disturbed he was. It's like a temporary psychosis.
But like, what is he gonna do? You know, if it does happen again, like, is he just gonna like pull her back?
Yeah, no, I guess like if he saw anything weird, maybe he could have like taken pictures or been like, "Hey, it's happening again." You know, I don't know who would call, but you know,
God,
at least he'd be there when it happened. I think.
I don't know.
I think he was just so deeply disturbed and felt bad because she, you know, because a lot of people didn't believe her and stuff. And when he came forward, and he was like, "Hey, me and my like partner saw this, and it was fucked up, and I feel bad that, you know, I couldn't do anything to help, but that's why I've been like under, you know, next to your building for the last few weeks, making sure."
She's been like calling the police office like headquarters and like, this cop has been outside my window for like 2 fucking weeks. I don't know what to do. And they're just like, "Oh, that's George. He's you know, he believed you, I guess."
Yeah. But I thought that was so whack. Like, if he was hallucinating it, like, man, that must have been something powerful for him to be so like unstable that he felt like, I have to do something.
Like, because like, let's assume that somebody's on drugs, right? And they hallucinate something. Like, I feel like even if you're on drugs, like, no hallucination is powerful enough for you to like adamantly believe like this was real and I saw it. Like, you can see these things, and of course there's people that are like, "Oh, I saw God and he spoke to me." And it's like, okay, but like that's a vision to them. It's not like, it's not as if like they could reach out and like touch like whatever it was.
Right.
And I think it's like the fact that like even if
accepted responsibility for some reason, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking cops,
I don't know.
whatever.
He might just be, you know,
a weirdo,
but also I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just default to accepting responsibility, even if it's something that was out of their control.
That's why everyone says sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the fact that there was like a hallucination, assuming that this was a hallucination, strong enough that he was like, "That's real. Like I'm fucking like, seeing that."
Yeah, and the fact that he was like, "Oh, that's something I'm now responsible." You know, like you wouldn't feel that for
a vision. Yeah,
something that was like, you're like, "Oh shit, wait, I'm an idiot. Why would I do that?" You know?
No, that's bizarre.
Yeah, really weird, right? Yeah, and then
that's like indubitable proof.
Last like weird thing was when she was on the ship, you know, with the humanoid beings. They said they put something in her nose. So when they did an X-ray, they found something in her nose. It was really weird. Yeah, it was like a cylindrical cone that was like spiraling.
It was Coke.
Yeah, it was Coke.
She was actually just a crackhead from the alley.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone saw her.
Flying.
Having this.
That's what coke does to you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, that's so weird. Because I don't think she could have put it in there herself. Because it was like in there. It was like, I don't think they could remove it without like tearing some stuff. So they were like, there is something definitely in your nose, but they didn't believe, no one's going to be like, oh yeah, alien put it in there, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. There was... I don't remember their names, but there was another like prominent case with like an older couple that like says that they got abducted and everything.
Yeah.
Which is like fine and dandy and whatever. But they like both got abducted. They both got like probed and stuff. And this was one of the ones that like was like the pinnacle of like alien experiences and stuff. But after they like got dropped back off and stuff,
right.
They like woke up and they were like, what the fuck? And the husband,
what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah, the husband woke up and was like checking his dick, and then his wife was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, they probed my dick. They probed my dick.
It's bigger now. And she's like, oh.
I know. But yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Like, I'm certain that aliens exist in some facet.
I don't believe everyone's story, but some of them I feel like are really hard to dispute.
No, I definitely don't believe like a lot of the stories, but like the ones that are like, I definitely believe that like there's something out there, but why the fuck would they want to interact with us? We suck.
For fun, we go on there. We go to Earth on weekends. The third I think case in that episode was the most interesting one because the guy who was abducted never came back. And it was he was a pilot in some Australian air base. I think it was Australian. Definitely not in America.
The pilots have seen so much shit.
Yeah, exactly. And he's piloting, and I think he called control, and he was like, hey, are there like other aircrafts up here? Because I was told there wouldn't be. And they were like, no, there shouldn't be any aircraft up there. And he's like, there's been something like hovering over my plane for like on and off for like the last like 30 minutes or so, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like our aircraft. And everyone was kind of like, I don't know, what do we do? And I guess like the last thing they heard on the intercom was him like kind of repeating that, like saying like, it's definitely like not a plane. And then they hear like scraping noises, and it went like static, and they never retrieved the plane or the body.
Oh, the plane either?
Yeah, gone. And people were saying, I don't know if this is the part that's like not super concrete, but someone said he like took a picture, like of somewhere in the sky close to the base, and they saw like something disc shaped with something attached to it. Yeah, like a plane or something. And I was like,
just dragging him by the base and be like, hey, could be you,
towing.
But it's not.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's ominous. Can you imagine being in a air traffic control room and being like, I don't know what to do, and then you hear like scraping sounds, and you're like, he's gone.
That's it.
That's it.
There was one. I think here, because it was like it involved like the Navy and stuff, but what it was like there were some pilots like just doing some like test flights and stuff, and then they got a call from control, and then control was like, hey, listen, I know you're doing like tests and stuff, we need you to go to this area, and there's like there's an unidentified flying object over here that we need you guys to check out. Don't bring weapons, don't bring anything, just like go check it out and stop them if you need to. And so they did, and so they went, and like at first there was nothing there because like they got to wherever it was, and when they got there was nothing there. Like they were like right on top of like where the radar like had said it was, but it just wasn't there. So they're like, what the fuck? But then they looked down, and then like they were above the ocean, and so they looked down, and like there was just a spot in the water where the waves were breaking on something. So they were like, it was just like frothing and stuff like over something that they couldn't see, like yeah, just like under the waves and everything. And so they were like, well, what the fuck is that? And they were like, well, if that's the thing that like was down there, like when it was still showing up on our radar, then that means it dropped 28,000 feet in less than a second.
Oh.
And there were no traces of like a sonic boom or anything, like nothing to like signify that it could have dropped that quickly. And then after like they were there for a little bit, they were like, you know, still observing it, and then it was just like, you know what, fine. And then it came up, and they were like, what the fuck?
They're like,
one of the quotes was like, when they were watching it, it didn't rise out of the water. It was under the water, and then it was out.
oh.
Like they didn't see it. Yeah, they
teleportation.
didn't see it like it was just like super fast because they didn't see it like break the water or anything.
Yeah.
Like it was there, and then it was there.
Oh.
Yeah, and so they were like, "What?"
Well, we're going back now.
Yeah, and so they were just like, you know, checking it out and everything, and they were like describing it to like control and whatever. And then it flew up, and they were chasing it for a little bit, and it was flying like super weird because like it wasn't flying like it would like, you know, go one place and then like have to like stall or like swoop around to like turn. It would go forward, stop, and then just go back the other way, and it like wouldn't even like stop for that long. So it was just like
split second.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like crazy. And the guys were like, yeah, we've never seen anything fly like that ever. Like it's
Tim, it's the Iron Giant. Okay.
yeah. But then it disappeared. And then they were like, okay, originally like there was a rendezvous point that they were like all, because I guess there were like multiple teams, and there was a rendezvous point that they were all supposed to like meet up at like after and kind of I guess just confer data and whatever. And that was, I think, like 60 miles away. And so the jets that like saw it in the first place, they saw it disappear. And then they were just like, hey, it's fucking gone. And then the rendezvous point called them and was like, hey, you know the thing that you're just describing like 2 seconds ago?
Yeah.
It's here. So it had gone from them to 60 miles away faster than like,
anything.
yeah, as if it had just teleported there. And I think it was like, I think this one is called like the Nimitz thing or whatever.
Interesting.
But like that's like crazy.
That is crazy to think about. It was like the same issue with the War on LA or Battle for LA.
Yeah.
Where they saw like that ship. It was just zooming from the coast back to LA, like almost like, you know, in the span of like a minute or a couple minutes.
But so when they saw it like under the waves, they called out to the Navy too, and they're like, "Hey, are there any like submarines out here and stuff?" And then they were just like, "No."
Yeah.
They were
Case
like,
closed.
Case closed. That's it. They were like, "No, there shouldn't be anything out there." Like they're like, okay, because we're like seeing something. And then later, when they like all got back to like the base and everything, they were like looking over like documents and logs and everything, and there was nothing there. Like the Navy themselves had said like, yeah, like there shouldn't be anything out there. If it is, it's not ours. And then when they went and like checked the logs of everything, like there was just nothing. Like no like Navy ship or submarine had been there at all. No like other like planes at all.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing scheduled and nothing was like pinged out there.
Weird. Who knows?
Aliens are fucking real.
Aliens are real, for sure.
Yeah.
Just
No
amazing.
doubt about it.
Question is, like, why would they even bother?
Yeah. You like
Why
it's
look
just
at Earth and they're like, free real estate.
they're gonna colonize us.
Oh.
Thank God.
Maybe finally then we'll learn.
Maybe then finally Jeff Bezos will
Die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
commit unlive.
Did you hear? Did I see that one post? That was some Tumblr post that was like, "Oh, if aliens do come to Earth, y'all better y'all alien fuckers better like get on that shit fast and have as many like kids with them as possible, because once like the rebellion against like our alien overlords begin, they can't like see it through because there's so many like there's so many half alien people."
That assumes that their biology is like ours.
Yeah, it assumes. But the funniest part was they're like, "Not me though. Sorry guys. Like I'm asexual or something. But I know some of you guys would be into it." And they're like, "Thank you, OP. So considerate." Yeah.
Thank you for this meal, for this gift.
Yeah. I'm like, not me specifically, but you guys can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that assumes a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but
like, I don't know. Supernatural shit is just like I don't. I think the people who want to have sex with like paranormal things like aliens or ghosts or monsters or whatever, I think they're onto something, because you don't have to worry about procreation. You don't have to worry about some weird little hybrid thing.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You know, you'd be the experiment, I guess,
Like
right?
a werewolf, I guess, could maybe give you kids because it technically
Because a wolf
could be a
children.
human.
We're gonna watch that movie.
It's so good.
Soon. It's one of my favorite. Another tattoo, but so many tattoo ideas.
He's that guy has done so many amazing movies.
Yeah, Mamoru Hosoda.
Mamoru Hosoda, yeah.
Hosoda. Yeah.
Hi, Rivia.
Hello. Oh yeah. Welcome. Let's talk
Welcome.
about aliens and procreating.
Yeah, we're talking about aliens
Yeah.
and like other supernatural things and what would happen if you tried to fuck them.
Yeah. So, you know, I guess like you can't know for sure you won't procreate. You just will have to fuck around and find out, literally.
I guess. But I think it's very human of people to assume that other supernatural beings would share the same anatomy and reproduction cycles as us.
Yeah. That assumes you could even have sex with them in the first place. Like what would
I'm
that
going to.
But what would that look like if they have
I don't
What if
care.
they're a little Ken doll? I don't know.
I'm gonna find a way. They got a mouth.
Stop.
Please, sir, I'm just a hole.
Like, I'm not gonna fuck that. Just let him fucking die? No. Yeah, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe. I mean, obviously, it's very hard to find something where you can figure that out, but logically, you wouldn't.
weirdest thing to me is ghosts. Because ghosts are definitively not corporeal.
Yeah, they wouldn't produce anything to impregnate or become
Not even impregnation.
Oh, just
straight up being able to
intercourse.
fuck them.
Yeah.
Like the only ghosts that are like corporeal are the ones with like a lot of energy.
Poltergeists, yeah.
Well,
I don't
they're
know
not
if you
even
call them
corporeal.
That's true. Yeah.
No, but it's like very often like you'll hear stories about like, you know, jails or prisons or asylums or like hospitals or whatever, where people were just horribly mistreated.
Yeah.
And those are the places that you'll like, you know, feel people bump into you or feel people grab you or get scratched or whatever. And that's the closest thing that they'll get to corporeal.
Yeah, or it's like that case. I mean, I know it's a very dark, morbid case, but where the woman thought she was being sexually assaulted by ghosts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
all bad too.
Yeah, all bad
energy.
too. And I'm sure she was just feeling it, you know, not being actually, you know, like, because there's no way, I don't think. There's no way to.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just energy, I think.
Yeah.
Just kind of like feeling like you're going through that. But I don't think you're actually. Not to downplay. I mean, who knows what really happened.
She was in Culver City.
Yeah, I remember you told me. I can't say, you know, was it ghost? Was it just a woman having, you know, maybe suffering from PTSD or psychosis or something like that? I have no idea, but I think I want to say what she was experiencing was like the motions of assault, basically. I don't think she was actually, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense,
You know what I mean?
and then it's like definitely possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not quite.
It's
you know?
like I don't know.
Tough subject.
Because like, you know, often like you'll hear about like places with like ghosts of children and stuff. Mothers will feel like, you know, baby hands, baby ghost hands, like hold their hands as they're like walking through like a tour or whatever. And that's like not, you know, bad energy or anything. It's just like an energy, like, you know, the remnants of a child that was there that didn't get to live like a life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like it's weird, like to postulate whether or not people would be able to have sex with a ghost.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you, like, same idea. Motion. You're going through the motions of it. Feeling
but, like,
it. But
is it going to feel like anything?
I don't know. Maybe you'll feel it briefly, but I don't think you can feel it for a prolonged, you know?
Like, if I were to, like, if I met a ghost lady and tried to have sex with it, I don't think I'm going to feel anything.
Probably not.
On my genitals.
Or, what is it? Ghost Story. Oh, wait, Scary Movie 2 already answered this for us.
Do they have sex with a ghost?
She has, like, yeah, because they're in that haunted house or something.
I didn't watch it. So
with Cindy. It's the one where Cindy's.
Cindy's in all of them.
Yeah. But I'm trying to remember the line where she says, "It's just bones." Like, what the fuck? You know, this is just bones. Same movie as that one. But yeah. there's like a scene where one of the girls is like trying to sleep in like one of the haunted rooms, and then she's like, "Oh my god, it's a ghost!" You know, like, "Oh, what are you gonna?" And then like when she's sucking like his dick, you don't see the ghost, but you see like, you know, the thing poking her cheek. I was like, I know this is comedic, but would it be like that? I guess something poking.
Well, it's possible.
You can look it up. It's really stupid.
No,
Like,
I already understand what you're saying.
But it's like ceiling. She was on the walls.
Yeah, but it's like
Exorcist, and they were just like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "Guess I'm having sex with a ghost or something."
Because it's like, you know, ghosts can like pick shit up, like they can slam doors open, like fucking cabinets or whatever, flip tables, move chairs, move things that like we can't move. And it's just like, that's all just like, you know, energy. They're like transferring their energy into that and like causing it to do whatever it's doing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're like corporeal, because they're not like actually like grabbing it and moving it.
Yeah, I think it's like we were talking about, just energy.
Yeah, and so it's like, I don't know if you could suck a ghost's dick.
I don't know. Would I be like, this is the energy of the dick? I don't know. Like, I know what this is, but it doesn't exist in front of me. You know what I mean?
So
like, maybe when you're touched by a ghost, you're not really like being touched, but like you feel like it's just energy. There's pure energy. That makes sense.
Oh, so they're like beings made of energy.
I think that's
and it's
kind of
maybe
what
it's just
ghosts
like
are.
residual like actions, like actions that they did in the past that like are now, you know, representing themselves in forms of energy.
Right,
maybe.
But I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
I think people have already had this theory where, like, you know, we say like ghosts are like wayward souls or something like that. But if you break it down scientifically, it's just kind of like energy. You know, just some kind of energy that we don't know why or how it exists without a corporeal form. But
I think it's always an emotional energy.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously you hear a lot about like haunted places being places where people were like heavily mistreated or just like, you know, suffering. Yeah. And so when they pass, like a lot of that negative emotion is still like contained in them, and that's what's left behind when their soul like leaves. And so I think that is like what it is, like kind of in the same line as like, if I suffered here, then the next people who come here are gonna suffer the same. Or they're gonna like hear my suffering. And so
tied to things, to objects maybe, or
that one, when things are tied to objects,
Mm.
no, poltergeists are just ones that like fuck around and like will fuck your shit up for
like,
no reason.
We're just gonna have a little fun.
Yeah. Table upside down.
Yeah. Creep me out. But
There was a story that I heard from I think like a mom.
Yeah.
And she was like with her children in a house, you know, as families do.
As moms do, you know,
mom stuff. Just mom stuff. Just living
girly
in a
things.
House. But the like, you know, there was a poltergeist and it was just fucking around, and she was like, "Fuck, sick." And then one night she woke up because she heard her kid screaming, and she was like, "Oh fuck." And so she went outside, and at the end of the hall, she saw her kid trapped under a like dresser.
Oh wow!
Like whatever, like the entity, the poltergeist had like pulled the kid, or like maybe lured the kid out, and then just put a fucking dresser on him.
That was a hurt too.
Yeah.
Or been very dangerous for that kid, to say the least.
Well, he was just like stuck there, and like I wouldn't doubt that it was dangerous as hell for them.
Yeah.
But they survived.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was very much.
Did
just
you
like,
die? No, suck it up. Suck it up, Timmy. No.
Some ice.
Here's some Sprite. Yeah. Yeah.
Some Vaporub.
Vaporub, you're fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I don't know. It's gotta be like just trapped energy, but to why it stays behind, you know, whether it's like an object or maybe just all the negative energy is just doesn't make you want to move on or see light, you know?
Yeah. I think it's. I don't know, because I think it's rare that you have ghosts that just exist to like exist.
Yeah.
Like they're always here, and it's all you hear about like wholesome ghosts, or you hear about like evil ghosts and stuff. There's never like a ghost that's just like,
maybe we just don't know they're there.
I'm vibing. Yeah, fuck, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think that
just exist.
I think the good and the evil, I think that is just kind of like after the soul, like, you know, departs or whatever, that energy is just left behind because like now there's no like vessel for it,
Right,
and so it just kind of mirrors whatever it was doing in the first place, and you know continues to do those things, and that's why sometimes there's like, so I don't know if the energy is like sentient, quote unquote sentient, or ghost sentient. There's some ghosts that are intelligent. Those are fucking scary.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I guess it would be different metrics for that sentience, because some I feel like operate based on their memories, based on just experiences they had when they were alive or had like an actual physical being. So who knows? You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you finish Blind Manor, yo, that like kind of not explores that idea, but kind of like, because the Lady of the Lake, I would say, is definitely poltergeist.
Probably.
Because she was able to like kill people, but she
Ooh,
was. Can ghosts kill? I guess.
There have been some incidents where people are like, you know, oh, they were like, where the theory is that they were killed by ghosts.
Right. Well, I'm not sure then.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was ghost or poltergeist, but the only reason she walked into the house and then would go back to the lake was because that's what she did when she was alive.
She was following a pattern, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
So,
she was
I don't
just
know.
like
I feel like
walking in,
that's-
walking to the rooms, walking out.
I feel like that's a pretty like common thing, just for like ghosts to follow patterns that they did when they were
so I don't know.
alive.
I don't know if I'd say she was sentient. She was just kind of like, and if anyone was in her way, because she suffered so much in life, she would just kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like the intelligent aspect of some ghosts, where like if you ask them questions and stuff,
Right.
like they'll respond intelligently.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, maybe.
What was your name? Wait, I don't know. It's like, what is the powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria.
Oh my god.
So smart.
But there was a case where
Drink some water.
this lady died, and people were like, "Oh, it was just an accident. She like choked to death on something or whatever." It was just like, you know, just people called it an
A weird
accident,
case,
and,
yeah.
and they just didn't like say anything more of it. But the mom of this lady was convinced that her husband had killed her.
Oh.
And so she was like, I don't have any evidence for this, but he was acting suspiciously. He was being weird. Like, I'm certain that even if he didn't kill her, he did something.
Yeah.
And so,
Beyond the grave.
yeah.
Was he dead? He was dead?
No, he was alive.
Oh, okay.
His wife was dead.
Oh, and he did kill. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And
She
so,
was haunting him? Maybe?
no, she went to her mom in her dreams and was like, "Hey, I'm the ghost."
Holy shit.
Yeah, and she literally just told her mom, like, through her dream, have them exhume my body and do a full autopsy. And so she went and she, like, you know, begged them to do it and, like, demanded that they, like, exhume the body, like, perform a full autopsy and just, like, see if they could find anything else. And when they did that, they pulled the body out and they did the autopsy and they found that her neck had been broken. And
That's a big thing to miss, actually.
well, no, yeah, but I think this was in a time where they were just kind of like, you know, fucking around, not really like
Right.
doing proper things.
Eh,
Also,
very good.
you know, they were just like, oh, the husband, oh, he's so sad.
So sorry.
Yeah, and so they just didn't. But they pulled it out, they exhumed it, and like they found that her neck had been broken, and
Yeah.
that was like one of the causes of her death.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh shit. And so that's like the only time that, quote unquote, a ghost has been used as evidence in court.
Wow.
And it
So
succeeded.
whack, yeah.
They like arrested the husband.
I would have just haunted his ass if that was my
I
husband.
know, honestly.
Poltergeisted it up and just dropped shit on him. Or, I don't know, ooh, this night slipped. I don't have a corporeal body. Hee hee.
Oops, sorry, I can't hold things.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what's so funny? It's interesting that you talk about that, because in the Women of Juarez, one of the moms of the young women that were murdered came to her in a dream and said this guy who was close to our family, who they call him a coyote because he smuggles people across the border, and he'd become involved with the cartels. And he said, yeah, he's the reason I died. And so they brought it up, and he took the fall for it and said, oh, I acted alone. Like, no one told me I had to. But you fucking,
Fake.
God, such a awful, horrible story, but it's just so compelling. Yeah, but interesting, right?
Yeah,
I wonder how often that happens.
I don't know.
where Ghosts come to you and say, like, this shit happened to me.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
I'm sure that it happens a lot too, and then people just kind of like brush it off as like, oh, this is what I want to believe because it would be an easy answer.
Yeah.
But no, it happened.
But yeah, it's like, it's just so whack to me. It's like, because that guy was close to their family because he grew up as an orphan, got involved with the wrong people, and then, ultimately, I think maybe to save his own skin, or maybe, turned her, that young woman over to the cartel, and that's who killed her. Yeah.
Wild.
Crazy stuff that her mom was like, I know now.
Yeah.
I know now who did it. Yeah.
Super crazy.
Super crazy.
There's there's so much that we just may never be able to figure out.
That we'll never understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool stuff, though. Cool stuff.
Yeah, spirit boxes, that kind of stuff that like allows you to quote unquote talk to like ghosts and stuff. Yeah.
Last episode where they have that. First, this is like, we just got it, guys. We're gonna try it or something. It's like, it's cool.
It's very cool, but it's like sometimes I feel like that in itself is like confirmation bias because like when you're listening to it, it doesn't really sound like anything, but then you read the words and you're like, oh yeah, I guess it could sound like that.
It could sound like that, yeah.
So I feel like those are like confident, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, shut the fuck up, Ryan. It's not what it said.
Yeah, that one time where they're like in somebody's house and then they like asked it a question and it was like spaghetti, apple tater, and they're just like. Spaghetti?
If they exist, they can just say weird shit if they want. Yeah.
But like, there's a different version of it that essentially works like as a spirit box, but instead of like projecting the sound, it types it.
Oh.
So it's got like a built-in dictionary and everything. Yeah, pretty much. And then like whatever like noise wave comes through, it transcribes it into words.
Interesting.
And so that one I feel like maybe is like a little bit more believable because it's like,
God, startled me. They're back. Oh, must have been neighbors. It's talking.
It was probably the neighbors.
Talking about ghosts is making us a little jumpy, baby. We will return shortly.
Yeah, I think it was the neighbors.
Okay, I think talking about ghosts just made me jumpy, maybe.
No, I mean, that sounded like our door. That was...
Yeah. Strange. Spooky. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah.
So typing probably...
I feel like that's a little bit more believable just because then it's like... Not...
It's not
confirmation
like what you're hearing.
Bias.
Yeah.
Like the computer is doing it itself, you know? But then it could also be said that maybe the computer just like generates random words like when it picks up like any sound wave.
Yeah.
And then just like spits out a random word.
Yeah.
So
Let's just say it's subjective, I guess. Yeah. Interesting stuff though. Very interesting. We should stay in a haunted place.
No.
You wouldn't stay at the Glen Tavern Inn?
I don't think I would stay there.
It's nice. I feel like it'd be nice to stay there. It's a nice place.
I would love to go to a haunted place and be like, are the spirits palpable? Can I taste them?
Oh, I don't know about that. Serving them up like spaghetti. Yeah.
Apple tater. But yeah, it's like,
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. So, like, I'd like to go to a haunted place and see if I can, like, feel anything or, like, see anything.
Right.
I don't know if I could stomach staying there.
I feel like it's not too bad. If you're in a group of friends, or with people, you stay in a group. I don't know. I didn't feel super scared.
Still creepy.
Yeah, I was like, I'm only 13. I'm invincible.
I've had too many experiences.
That's fair. That's fair. I haven't had too many, so maybe that's why.
I had always had, like, a memory, but I wasn't, like, sure if it was, like, real life or a dream or whatever, but this was, like, when I was a kid. And so, obviously, I didn't know about, like, spirit boxes and shit.
Yeah.
But the dream was that I was upstairs in that, like, sunroom that, we're always in. And there was, like, a radio in there. And, like, at that time, there was a radio in there, so it, like, wasn't really anything. But I was just playing in there by myself, doing fuck all that, like, I don't know, I was probably, like, 8 or something. But, doing what an 8-year-old does, just playing, being an 8-year-old.
Excuse me.
And then the boombox turned on by itself.
Yeah.
And then it sounded like, this was, like, a detail that had, like, escaped me for, like, forever until, like, very recently. and it sounded like a spirit box. Like it was just like the choppy, like, you know, static sounds and everything.
Yeah.
And then like through like all of that static, clear as day, I heard the radio tell me that it was gonna kill me.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
And then I just like hauled ass out of there. And it's like it's just so bizarre to me.
Oh God, help me!
Well, she didn't exist.
Oh, I was like, just throw a poke at the radio.
But yeah, I mean, like it's just crazy that. Like, I didn't even know that spirit boxes existed, let alone know what they sounded like. Yeah. And yet, I heard that in the radio as it spoke to me.
Ghost was just like, I'm going to fuck around with this kid.
Yeah, the ghost was like, hey.
Want to see something funny?
Here's the future.
No.
But yeah, that's crazy. Like,
yeah. Extremely creepy.
And the only reason that I, like, that clicked was because there was a story that I was listening to, and the story was like, there's this possessed doll called Robert the Doll.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it's decently famous, maybe, but it's in some fucker's museum, and like there's cameras on it at all times, and there's a spirit box kind of just like playing constantly in case it like says anything, and then it'll just come through. And so this one guy, like was in there and he was just making fun of it because he didn't believe or whatever. And the spirit box, like behind him, clear as day, told him like something. I don't know, get out or something. Yeah. But like then he was like, oh fuck. And so like when I heard that, like all of a sudden, like for whatever reason, like that experience like jumped to my mind and it just clicked. Like the radio didn't just like talk to me. The radio spirit boxed itself to me, and I was like.
Count the beads on the rosemary, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna die. But yeah, I don't know. I think that sunroom might just have some energy in it.
We've done so much in there. I hope they didn't see anything.
Too late.
Sorry, this is PG-13. I forgot.
The door slammed by itself one time, too.
Yeah,
same room.
Weird.
There was one time Poco was on my lap, and she was, like, staring at a corner, and I was like...
Puts a little blindfold on her.
Yeah.
Don't look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
We've never had anything that weird. Just noises here and there, like I told you. But it's always hard to tell if that's just the house moving, settling expanding. Because then heat, wood expands. Cold wood shrinks back. So it's like really hard to know for sure. But, we've all, me, my mom, and Maya, I guess the women of the family are, because Diego's too dumb to be spiritually attuned, have heard like footsteps upstairs one time or another.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, or recently, people walking. Right? I'd say it's like been on and off. I haven't really paid attention since I moved back home, but before, when I would spend. Yeah. What? Did you hear something? What'd you see?
No, I heard something.
Oh gosh, it might be the next door neighbors.
No, it sounded like it came from the kitchen.
Spooky. Okay.
We'll
left a guinea pig behind.
Maybe.
Oh no, I feel so bad.
No, Kim said they're napping.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I feel so bad if they left one behind. They're like, fuck.
Probably Lucy's dumbass.
Can you send her in the mail? Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully.
No.
I was like, you've heard some noises here and there in here.
I felt some stuff here and there.
But it's always hard to tell if it's someone downstairs, someone next to you. Because that was like the hard part of living in an apartment. When I lived in an apartment for college, I was always like, I don't know, like, am I just being paranoid? Is it just my neighbors? Because, we had it was a 2-story apartment, but we had people downstairs and they were pretty loud sometimes. And I was just like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, what a weird ass baby.
So like a person going like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably just a kid.
Oh, yeah, whatever. But I came to a realization recently where it was like, because I was telling myself like, I'm probably just being paranoid or whatever. And it's like, okay, like I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I know the difference between like feeling paranoid and like actively feeling like there's something there. Because it's like when I feel paranoid, it's just kind of like, it comes and it goes. I like, check and see and everything, and then I feel better because now there's nothing there. Like now I know there's nothing there.
Right.
But then there's other times where like I'll go and I'll check everything and like, everything will be empty, everything's fine, but I still feel like there's something there.
Right.
But it's like one of the things is like I have like, you know, I'm scared of like dark doorways and like mirrors and windows and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like, of course, I'm paranoid that I'll open it and I'll see someone there. But then I open it and there's no one there. And then I'm like, all right, whatever. And like I just close it and go back to my business. And it's like I still feel like a little bit weird about them and I don't want to look at them for too long. But like I know that there's nothing there, so I'm okay. But then there's other times where like I'll check everything, you know, I'll go into like different rooms, open doors, I'll have like lights on and stuff. And I still feel like
There's
bad.
something there. Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, okay, this is maybe isn't paranoia. This is maybe something needs to fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, that was how it was also, too, in our old apartment whenever any of us were there alone. Or even if it was just two of us, you know, like, we're like, it's weird. It's like, we just thought it was maybe just some, you know, bad juju or something, bad energy from past tenants. Or, like, maybe they were, like, I don't know. There's something negative or something weird happened with the past tenants.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Live
that's
brought
so
home
weird.
a fucking skull.
It was a sheep skull, though? I don't know. Is that... What?
Rams.
A ram?
Rams are goats, though, right? Or are they sheep?
Rams? I think it was something else entirely, right?
Oh.
It was a ram skull, yeah.
If it was a...
That was a sheep or a ram. I don't remember.
If it was a ram skulls are used very often.
In satanic.
Yeah. So...
But Satanism isn't all bad.
Satanism isn't all bad, but also does not erase the
like
fact
black
that they are
magic,
trying to talk
Or
to
black.
the devil.
That's true. Yeah. But I don't know if it was... I feel like it wasn't that. Because we had that at LaRue at our previous apartment, and we never felt weird. The only thing that scared me about that apartment were the fucking roaches that were huge, like this big.
Yeah, I don't know.
That.
It's
Fuck
I think
that.
like if there's nothing there, so what it was is probably was not attached to the skull.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think
that was our theory.
Yeah, because if you were living in LaRue with the skull, it was probably fine because there was nothing attached to the skull and nothing in LaRue.
Mm-hmm.
But if you went to Sundance and then weird things started happening,
Yeah.
and it was probably that there was something already in Sundance, and then you brought the skull in, and then it was like dead
Free
things.
real estate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say, I think, just because, I don't know. It wasn't even that there was anything there. It was just, you just felt something. That was it.
Yeah.
Nothing moved, nothing creaked.
Sometimes you just feel things.
Yeah, you just always felt, it was like the eye. We always just thought something was like watching us.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to tell the story of the skull? Because I don't fully remember.
Oh, yeah, sure. So my roommate was a part of an internship our junior year of our undergraduate career or what have you. And she was working with a PhD student in I forget doing what exactly, but it was in close to like a meadow or field of something. And the PhD student, I don't know why PhD students are like this, because the PhD student offered me a skull too. And I guess the student PhD guy was like, oh hey, like we found this like cool sheep skull in the field, and you know there's a few others that we found, because I guess, you know, some of them have died here. And he was just like, oh, like you want it, to my roommate. And she was like, sure, like why not, that's pretty cool. And so she just took it to the apartment, and that was it. And we just wondered if that was the move, because we don't know if there was like bad juju or energy or anything like that attached to it. Yeah, so it's just a sheep skull, just a little, not that big. You saw it, right? I think.
I didn't.
Oh
actually.
no, I thought they had it. She might have left it at her place in San Mateo, but it wasn't super big. It was like maybe about that tall and that wide, more or less. It was super cool, like almost perfectly intact skull. But yeah, when I did my duck internship with the PhD student, he was like, you want duck skull at the end of this? And I was like, sure, but he never got me one, so I was like,
Yeah, good.
fucking lie, Robert. But duck skull, I feel like would there be energy attached to that?
Not necessarily, but I think very often probably it's, you know, a good rule of thumb to not have dead relics in your house.
I mean, it would have been kind of cool because the beak, the bill.
I mean, yeah, like they're definitely cool to like look at and stuff, but I feel like having dead things in your home kind of opens avenues that would otherwise not necessarily be the best thing to open.
Perhaps, like a Pandora's box kind of deal. Maybe, I'll do. I feel like that is not terrible. maybe the sheep or ram was different because, you know, like you said, satanic connotations. But yeah, I was like, that would have been cool, but Robert, you fucking lied to me.
Definitely strange.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird little area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I don't want to, like, scare you from if we go to Sundance or live at Sundance for Davis stuff, but...
If we live in Sundance and I feel something there, I'll just kick its ass.
You'll Casper it.
I've already told ghosts off for fucking around with me, so I'll just do it again.
Yeah. Get on the fridge now!
Get on the fridge!
This house is a fucking nightmare! Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully not, but I guess we'll see. Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, because the last time that, like, something actively happened to me was when something, like, yeeted my necklace across the room.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was pooping, ready to take a shower, and I was, like, on Twitter, and then it happened, and I was like, not now, not ever, not in the mood. And then since then, I haven't had anything like actively happen. I just like feel it like somewhere around, like, you know, keeping an eye out. So maybe it's like not even something like bad. Maybe it's just something like keeping an eye out for me.
Who knows?
Yeah. So whatever it was, thank you, maybe. But like,
you just hear, you're welcome.
I'd piss myself.
Yeah, I'd be like, please tell me which one of us just said that. Yeah.
But I don't know. It, like, I think that ghosts, maybe even poltergeist maybe a little bit less, or a little bit more, like, loosely. But I think ghosts definitely, like, you know, they're remnants of souls, you know, beings of energy and stuff. And it's like, if you tell them to stop, they'll stop. Like, it's, like, they've got no reason to continue terrorizing you unless, one, you've wronged them personally, or, like, you know, they're not a ghost. Like a demon or something.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other thing. Demons.
Yeah, because,
such.
Clearly, if it's a demon, obviously, not gonna be great. You're not doing too hot. But if it's just a normal ghost, and you're not, like, I don't know, committing sacrilege on its fucking grounds, then it's, if you tell it to stop fucking around, it'll probably stop fucking around.
That's fair. I think it's a safe assumption. Yeah. Or be like, hey, ghosts, if you're not mean to me anymore, maybe we could, you know,
No.
have sex.
No. The ghost.
The ghost is like, oh, hell yeah.
The ghost manifests a corporeal form. Is like, shut the fuck up. Oh my, and knocks over your vase. Gross. Leaves,
and you're like, got him.
You're like, fuck.
I got him, but at what cost? Yeah.
Sorry, that little white part at the top was bothering me.
Oh yeah, no worries. Got it.
I don't even know what that is. Weird.
Ghost on your desktop.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, why is my hair doing that? It's like a little, what is it? A little, you just tug on it and my brain opens and my skull opens and my brain pops out.
Oh, gross.
Actually, I don't have a brain, I just have a little Polaroid right there.
Oh, just like one, like, little cell.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
oh, I was gonna say something gross.
What? I'm gonna eat it? I'm gonna spit in it? I'm gonna spit in your head cavity?
I'm really mad at myself for thinking of this. I'm gonna punish.
No, what was it?
Punish my mindscape.
What was it?
You sure? Yeah, I know it's gross. I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
No. Whisper in my ear.
I mean, I don't think anyone would get this reference. Maybe unless they've watched JoJo. I was gonna say you open its little fetus.
Oh
no! At that point, I'd just be like, kill me.
Just
end it.
I'm okay without a brain.
Yeah. I'd be,
Oh,
so
it's just like the tumble dry dildo inside.
Oh.
The
Probably
fetus.
better. Probably a little bit better.
Definitely
I'd rather have that
better.
than like the little fetus. Ugh. Talking fetus. Ugh. Help me, Polnareff. I'm not gonna do that.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like leaves it in the water.
he's like, that sexy lady's a fetus. Fuck. Yeah. Not. No, I can't. Episode was so wacky.
Yeah.
I just love baby Jotaro.
Still just
He's like,
beating the
I'm
shit out of
still
him.
gonna kick a full-grown man's ass. You think that's gonna stop me?
You think adulthood is gonna stop you?
You think my age? You think this came with age? I've always had this.
I've always been unhinged.
Yeah. And poor guy, the creepy pedophile guy was like, oh, I fucked up. Help, I have fucked myself.
Help, girl. I'm being beaten by a 7-year-old.
The girl's like, no, die. Yeah. What a good time, though.
It's a
Cyrus
good time.
Potato
JoJo's
was
always a
good.
good time.
Yeah. Just sad after like he died. Joseph almost did too. Honestly, now I'm like, he's scum. I was like, maybe he should have stayed dead.
Yeah. But
I was like, maybe that was just his time.
he's a sweet old man in part 4, so.
I know, but man, I totally forgot he cheated on his loving, loyal wife with, because he was 62 and she was way young when she had Josuke. Wasn't she? Because she's only like,
Tomoko?
yeah, Tomoko.
She was like 20-something, I think, yeah.
Because isn't she only like 28, 26 now or something? She must have been really young, like 18, 19?
Probably. Because Josuke's like
Oh, wait.
15 or 16.
Well, either way. Oh, maybe she's in her 30s or something. I don't know.
I don't
She
know.
definitely has to be older now.
I think,
'cause-
okay, so let's paint out the timeline here. Josuke is like 15 or 16. I think he's 16.
Yeah, he's in high school.
So if we say that
16.
Tomoko is like 20... No way she's 28. Because then that
Yeah.
would mean that she gave
I
birth
thought
to
she
him
was
at
in
12.
late 20s. Oh. I'm going to sue you, Joseph.
I'm going to kill Joseph Joestar.
Yeah. No, you're right. I just thought she was in her late 20s or something. Because, you know, everyone's like, oh, she's young and hot, you know?
Ooh. God, that option right there
Times
would give us a
Jotaro.
lot of stuff.
Horny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, 37. So I was waiting.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. I know she's like a young, hot MILF. But I thought that, like, literally she was pretty young, you know? Like, maybe it was like a...
Oh, she's a teacher. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Ah.
So she's 37. And Josuke is...
We know his
I
weight.
thought I was going to say 82? Yeah, so he's 16.
Yeah.
So if he's 16 and she's 37, then she had him when she was 21. So
Damn, Joseph, that's still like a huge age gap.
It's definitely-
62
it's
and
definitely pretty
21.
weird.
Because that's what he said, right? My grandpa, like, you know, cheated on his wife when he was like 62 or early 60s.
sometime before the events of part 3, she had a relationship with Joseph Joestar.
Yeah.
The 62-year-old man, however, was married to Suzy Q at the time.
Yeah.
So I guess he was 62 at that
literally
time. So he was 70 something?
He's 30 years. Wait, 21, 62. 40 years older than her?
He's 69 in part 3.
Wow.
Nice.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still a dill.
Yeah,
but
literally 48 years older than her because we're assuming that she was 21 at that time.
That's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. Joseph, I loved you when, you know, you were in part 2, but what the fuck? That's a 40 plus age gap. Awful. Get him. Get his ass.
He's a cute little man, though. Look at him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whose baby is this? Josuke?
I actually think he
Jotaro?
adopts
Sorry.
her. No.
Oh.
This is a random baby that has a stand.
My baby now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Joseph, you fucking suck.
Yeah, he's not
For sleeping with a woman that's 48 years younger than you?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it 41?
48.
Because 21 to 62?
69.
But that was in part 3
Oh,
when
yeah,
they
sorry.
slept together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. She was in her 20s. Her 20s were for her.
See?
Oh.
She's an invisible baby.
Put sunglasses on her so he doesn't lose her.
He puts like makeup and clothes on her. Yeah.
Oh.
Spends like thousands of dollars for it.
Yeah.
It's really cute. It's really cute.
You may be cute, but I can't. I don't know. It's very like predatory to sleep with a woman that's, or anyone that's that much younger than
40,
you.
62, 20, 41.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, the thing, like, maybe she just, like, didn't know or whatever because, like...
he was very Dilfy.
He's Dilfy, yeah. But also, like, because he's got, like, all that hormone energy, like, inside of him, like, it slows the aging process.
Oh, it's
so,
right.
like, he looks, like, younger than he is.
He looks like he was in his 50s almost.
Yeah.
Late 40s.
Yeah, and so he, like, just kind of looks better than he does. So who knows, like, maybe he just looked like he was, like, 30 or something, and she was like, okay, all right. And maybe he fucking lied about it, because he probably would anyway. Yeah.
I mean, he was honest about being married, I guess, is why she didn't tell him about Josuke, is it on the wiki?
She, I think, found out, yeah. And then Suzy Q found out after the fact that, after she found out Josuke existed, and she was like, oh, who's this? And he was like, but yeah, it's a little scummy, skeevy.
That's kind of a lot. It's a healthy dose of scummy, even for Joseph.
Yeah.
Evil. Yeah.
But at least,
or not evil,
at least he's a present father.
Was he though? When Josuke, he comes back?
Or not for Josuke, but for like Holly, for like his like immediate family, I guess.
But he wasn't for Josuke.
Well, no.
Oh, because he didn't.
He actually didn't know about Josuke.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Because she didn't tell him. Yeah.
She didn't tell him because
she wanted to protect the marriage.
Yeah.
But if she had told him, I feel like he probably would have been there.
That's true.
Or like would have like pulled him over to Japan or something.
Yeah.
Or wherever the fuck he was. Yeah, thin ice for sure.
Yeah.
Jotaro's also on thin ice because
abandoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or neglect, at least,
Definitely neglect. I don't know if I would go so far as to call it like abandonment, but he also definitely is like not home that much. So.
Yeah. Yikes! It's
sad.
not. It doesn't look very good, guys.
Yeah. Joestars are not they're not the greatest parents, but like in part 6 he tries because like he reunites with his daughter and then things start going crazy and
he's like, "Whoa, I'm along for the ride."
Yeah, he's kind of there like just to be like, just to like find out what the fuck is going on with like all this weird Stan shit going on in the jail. But he's also there just like as kind of like a father sometimes.
Gotcha.
Let me see.
Good though. That's
a lot of people like his part 6 outfit.
Oh.
He's got snakeskin pants like a fucking dumbass.
Like a dummy.
Look at his stupid little snakeskin pants.
Yeah. Because they go through like their outfit changes are very interesting. Yeah.
Wow, look at him.
Is he? No, they couldn't be.
Yeah, look at he.
Him. He.
Third.
Maybe they're just different shots.
Oh, I didn't even realize that he changes outfits like through the series.
Of part 4?
Yeah.
I guess you notice when we watch it.
Huh. This is him in part 5.
Yeah.
In part 6, Mr. Old Man. How old is he in part 6? Only 40.
Yeah. Still pretty young.
He's done a lot in a lot of years.
I would just like to take a nap until I die, please.
Part 5 only takes place 2 years after part 4. I did not know that.
Can't take a fucking break, huh?
Also, funny story. The events of part 5, which like there's a fuck ton of stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Takes the span of 1 week.
Oh.
It's crazy.
That's different from 50 days.
Yeah. It's
very different.
Like it's not like a time-based thing. They're just like trying to overthrow like a corrupt like leader and stuff. Literally a span of a week. It's insane. I had no idea because it literally feels like forever.
Yeah. Because they stretch it out.
Yeah.
Like taffy. Like a little taffy machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna.
Interesting.
We'll end.
Sure.
Because I gotta poop real bad.
It was the coffee.
Probably. I was already feeling a little bit, but I think the coffee definitely helped.
Yeah. That's
all right.
Okay, thank you all for tuning in today. Welcome back, Eve. Rivia, if you're still here, I don't know if you are. Happy to have you. Thank you all for the support, as always. We'll be back maybe next Sunday. We're gonna play Saturday and Sunday by ear. Saturday, definitely not gonna be here. Sunday, we might not if we're tired from Saturday. Because Saturday is gonna be a pretty big day for us. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. with some video games, and then definitely back next Monday as well for also video games. Yeah. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to us converse.
About JoJo.
Yeah, about just everything under the sun.
40-year age gap.
40-year age gaps. Yeah, that's what we have.
Oh yeah, I'm 62. You're 23.
I'm 103.
Oh. I gotta go.
That's love. All right.
Were you Interstellar? No.
Yeah, I was actually. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate the support, and